Oh no. There's not a lot of shade up here. I'm doing a terrible job vlogging.
We're about to leave.
Oh yeah.
The llama almost kicked me.
They didn't acknowledge it.
Up next is Arequipa. Hey, hey, hey.
Buenos dias. This is our last afternoon in Cusco. And we leave this evening. We are at Sacsayhuaman. I have to look at it to be able to say it correctly, so there's no sign around, so I don't know if I said it correctly. This is an old Incan site from the 15th century, around the time of
Columbus.
No, Pacuti? Dang it.
Rats.
My mind has gone blank.
We're tired.
And we just ate, so we're like extra tired. It's about 15 minutes from downtown, main plaza area. I, for some reason, thought we could walk.
Thank goodness. I said we should Uber.
Thank goodness, because
thank goodness.
We're up there. We're at 12,000 feet above sea level, and Cusco itself is more like 11,000. And our Uber driver, we were, just like, ¿Cómo estás? And we said that we were tired. And so he's like, okay, I'll take you to the second entrance. I won't charge you more. There's less stairs. So
thank goodness. When we drove past the entrance, you could just see the stairs. Just couldn't see the end point. But it just went on forever.
Even just driving from town, getting up here, I was like, oh no. Anyways, this is an old Incan site. It's much bigger than I thought it would be and more expensive than I thought it would be. It was 70 soles for a one-day ticket.
Per person.
So that's something to know. You can buy different sort of tickets that are more like package deals. And there's not a lot of shade up here. I'm doing a terrible job vlogging. When the Spaniards came, they used it to kind of source materials. So they took it apart. And so what's left is just mostly really big stuff that was hard to carry and take apart. And also several years back there was a big storm or rainstorm or something that damaged the site as well. So I don't know how much time we're gonna spend here because it's so sunny.
Yeah, and some of us are already burned.
So maybe this would be something to do first thing in the morning.
But we should also mention we just had breakfast, and as we were about to leave,
oh yeah,
we ran into his name's Manuel, but he was the owner or business manager.
He was our Airbnb host in Aguas Calientes, so the tree house.
So I saw him first, and he was around the corner. Amy, I'm like 90% sure that that's Manuel.
And I said, absolutely no way.
No way. And then she looks over there and like, oh my gosh, yeah, that's him. And,
yeah.
And we said hi, and
he's on vacation.
He's on vacation. But he deserves a vacation.
He was great. We so recommend that treehouse stay, and like the staff there was all amazing. It was the best shower we've had this whole trip, and
hopefully we will have other good showers.
Yes. Yeah, we've been here about 2 weeks now.
In Peru or in Cusco?
In Peru. We've been in Peru about 2 weeks now, and we have been to like 5 different places for the night, so we've been really just kind of on the go. Cusco, we spent 3 nights here.
That feels right.
It may have been 4 nights. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So we spent four nights here. It's the longest we've been in one place, and that was really, really nice. I mean, it was more like 3.5 nights because we got here so late the one night. Anyways, we are going to explore Sacsayhuaman.
Sasquatch.
Yeah,
I see a dog over there.
The sign said no dogs.
Okay, maybe it's somebody's stuff. All right, let's go.
Let's go.
I wish this was the end, and that this had never been. Is it too late to go back? I just want something real. I want to feel something real again. Just trying to keep up and keep myself from losing touch. Addicted to the buzz.
Nobody startled the llamas. So this place is very interesting. It's very cool. The ruins are awesome. There's just very little sun. Or
very little shade.
Very little shade. We didn't bring sunscreen. The altitude is high.
So Kyle's getting sunburnt, and I'm having some, this is the most altitude trouble I've had. I'm lightheaded, dizzy, and nauseous. So we're gonna cut our time here short, but we've still spent some good time here. I think we'd definitely recommend doing this after you've acclimated a bit to the altitude, and also maybe first thing in the morning. So we also realized we should mention that yes, we are sitting down with all these llamas.
So just a minute ago, you see that brown llama? Yeah. So a couple minutes ago, Amy tried to get a picture of me with him. I was gonna be close to it, and since I came up from like behind it, Amy took some pictures, and then the moment she moved her, like stopped, the llama almost kicked me, like that, like reflex.
Yeah, it wasn't gonna be a hard kick, and like no one would have gotten hurt.
No one important would have gotten hurt.
But I don't think you would have gotten hurt.
I would have probably bruised.
Okay, Kyle would have bruised.
But it was really funny, and other people laughed at me.
Could have been funnier.
We are currently at the Cusco airport. After the ruins, we went back to Cusco, killed a couple hours by trying to find an Uber.
Eating ice cream,
mostly trying to find an Uber and a taxi. You can always find a taxi when you don't need one.
And when you're trying to find one, they're all full.
They're all full. And we spent 30 minutes at McDonald's and ran around to get our stuff and get to the airport. Boom.
Oh, the Gatorade story.
Yes, while walking around, trying to find a taxi and figuring out a game plan, we wanted Gatorade, go into a little store, and when we find the Gatorade and go up to the cashier's office, there's just two little kids, maybe like both less than 10, they gotta be around 8, and they're just watching TV, and we're just standing there waiting for a good minute, and Amy's like, are your parents around?
Yeah, so after a minute I ask him, ¿Dónde es Papa or something, and they don't even acknowledge me. The girl she was the older one. Honestly, they were probably like less than 8. They were probably like 6. But she pulls this phone out of nowhere and still looking at the screen, and she just kind of like punches in a phone number. And then, 30 seconds later, the dad comes in.
But in between that, she like puts her other hand, she's got one hand on the phone, and then the other hand she puts on the thing, and she's just waiting.
And then the dad comes back and is high-fiving them, and it was super cute. So while Kyle was paying the dad, I gave each of the kids a sole because it was just so cute. And I don't think they cared.
I don't think they knew.
They didn't acknowledge it. It was so funny.
It was pretty silly.
So that's our silly story. Fun memory.
Up next is Arequipa.
Arequipa is a city. They either have one volcano or like 3 volcanoes, but it's just kind of at the base of this volcano. And it's called the White City because everything is made out of this white stone. So we're excited to be there, and we're gonna stay with some locals. So that would be fun.